of work of theirs that we can enjoy, so they can remain alive forever in that way. Transitioning, we did ask a question, didn't have anything to do, nothing too heavy, just French fries. We're just asked about French fries. Curious what everybody's favorite cut of French fry, which your favorite French fry shape. It's very popular. So were steak fries, which Bill Cipher Graham was the first person I saw to post steak fries. Larry K64 said tater tots, cookie crumbs, baked. NYYDC fan one. Be my favorite. I do love a crinkle fry. I also love a steak fry. Anything that gets more ketchup on it is okay by me, but I'm not a huge waffle fry fan. Matthew CR, you are. I don't dislike them. They're just not my first choice at all times. What can I say? Folks, it's Hammock Day, so please kick back and relax with the Tuesday edition of Daily Trivia Live. That's the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Be careful getting out of your hammock as you play for the grand prize. There it is. That is $1,000. And everyone who can correctly answer these 10 multiple choice general trivia questions will split it. In this game, you'll earn one bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1. Even if you've already been eliminated, here's how it works, folks. You win the game today, those bonus SB will be added on top of your share of the grand prize automatically. If you don't win the grand prize, you will have to claim any SB that you've picked up at the end of the game in order to keep them, so don't leave early. Just stick around to the end, click the claim button, and then the SB are yours. It is that simple. Stick around. Here's another reason to stick around. Just because you get one wrong, the first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before our final question, you can rejoin to give yourself another chance to win the grand prize. Now, there are two ways to rejoin. One is using an SB. The other is with a free rejoin. And of course, that's all anybody would want to do, right? Is a rejoin for free. If you don't have any of those, don't worry, we got you covered. Just click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu anytime a game's not happening and get free rejoins by watching videos. Of course, next week, hint, hint, could be a very big opportunity so for some of you to earn yourselves some free rejoins. That's all I'm going to say about that. Finally, each game, we give away 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least one SB in the game. Do I have the winners for Monday? Of course I do. Here they are. Congratulations to them. They've all been credited with their 100 SB, and I know that the majority of you, only 5 of you have your name up there, which means a bunch of you don't, but you want to see your name up there, and I want that for you too. So you know what I'm going to tell you to do. Say it along with me. Keep playing and claiming, because next time, the winner could be you. All right, folks, it is now time to play, so let's kick things off with question number 1. Civil rights activist Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to do what? Her taxes, buy Girl Scout cookies, or sit in the back of the bus? And she refused to do, leading to her arrest. Huge moment for civil rights. Segregation baked racism into everyday life, and part of the civil rights movement was civil disobedience, which Rosa Parks practiced when she refused to sit in the back of the bus. Of course, she wouldn't sit in the back of that bus. 98% of you knew that was the answer. Well done. Starting off with over 14,300 people in grand prize contention, over 15,000 playing the game. And I see a bunch of people rejoining, not just the folks who didn't get it, but the folks who maybe showed up a couple minutes early. We're glad to have you here, too. I'm sorry you mistimed when the talking was going to end when the first question went out. But that's the game you play, a dangerous game it is. But this is a fun game, and we've got a bonus SB for you now in every question you get right. Here is question number 2, worth 1 bonus SB. What Midwest or Binghamton, New York? You could know this because you know the answer. You could know this because you know only one of these is actual Midwest city. It's the home of Goodyear, which is reason enough for it to have the nickname Rubber City, but there were already several rubber companies operating in Akron by the time Goodyear arrived. Akron, Ohio is the answer. 79% of you getting that one right. Well done. We did have 15% going with Binghamton. California's West Coast. So the only Midwest area out of all these is Akron, Ohio. That was your context clue if you weren't quite sure That is Rubber City, my friends. Of the 21% of you that got eliminated, almost everybody rejoined. And we are now on to question number 3, worth $1. Which of these comic strip characters is a cat? He's the most popular plus-size tabby in the world, obsessed with eating and his teddy bear Pookie, and possibly tolerant of everything else, although, you never know how Garfield's going to feel from day to day, and that's what we all operate on. We're all on Garfield time, everybody getting that one right pretty much. Well done. Huge Garfield fan here. In fact, I couldn't miss an opportunity to put him here on the screen enjoying his favorite food. There he is, digging into an entire tin of lasagna. Hi, Garfield. Big fan. All right, let's move on to question number 4, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What method of cooking involves placing food in liquid kept just below its boiling point? Is it blanching, simmering, or sautéing? So it's in water or another liquid, and you keep it just below the boiling point. What is that called? The process deepens the flavor of food without altering its structure, making it an ideal way to cook soups and stews. But simmering is also a great way to slow cook meat. Did you know that? That's right. Simmering is the answer. 60% of you getting that one right. Well done. Blanching going to 31% of you. That's cooking it, boiling it very quickly, and then also putting it in ice water. You're not keeping it at that just below boiling. You're cooking it and then putting it in ice. You do that with green beans. If you're going to saute them, it's really good. You boil them a little bit, then you put them in ice cold water. That firms them up so they can stand up to the pan a little bit more. Look at me giving cooking tips. While of the 40% of you that got eliminated, we got over 80% of you back in. Still over 12,750 people in grand prize contention. And we are moving on to question number 5 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Who won the first ever Grammy for Best Album? Was it Elvis Presley, Liberace, or Henry Mancini? I can't give you a hint, but I can tell you it was one of these 3 people. Frank Sinatra led all artists with 6 nominations and took one. There you go. Percent of you getting that one right. 45% going with the king, Elvis Presley. And I'm sure he would say, oh, thank you very much, but I did not win the award for that one. Unfortunately, we did not give that one correct. There were only 36% of you who got it, which means that, oh, mama, 64% of you just got eliminated. But of those people, we got almost half of you back. And the rest of you know to stick around to earn more bonus SB, like the one you can get right now for correctly answering question number 6. Here it is. Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout are subtitles for movies in which series? Is it Mission Impossible, The Godfather, or Star Trek? Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout. Tom Cruise runs, gets stuck underwater, breaks into a building or climbs it, and spends more time on the outside of planes than the inside of them as we move through the Mission Impossible movies. Mission Impossible is the answer. Those are all Mission Impossible films. 89% of you getting that one right. Well done. Ghost Protocol might be my favorite. It's real good. It's a real good movie. Oh my goodness. I've seen all of them at this point, and I still enjoy the series. I'll say that. We are going to move on now to question number 7, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. On which reality competition show do contestants protect themselves with an immunity idol? Is it The Traitors, Survivor, or So You Think You Can Dance? The immunity idol. Imagine you're wandering near your beach when you encounter a beware idol. Do you risk your vote for a shot at Survivor immunity? Or are you afraid you'll have a target on your back? Everybody, you always take the beware advantage. You're there to play. 95% of you know that Survivor is the answer. Well done. We're now cooking. Only 3 questions left in this game. Next one, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. It's question number 8. What Broadway musical was based on a Ron Chernow book? Does it Come From Away, Hamilton, or Chicago? In the Heights, Lin-Manuel Miranda took a vacation and wanted a book to read while relaxing. His choice of Ron Chernow's Alexander Hamilton biography would then lead to his biggest hit yet. Hamilton is the answer. 34% of you getting that one right. That was split a third. Chicago is a much older piece, or written, I think, from older, either written from the headlines or written, not from a Ron Chernow book. Neither has Come From Away, unfortunately. All great musicals, though. Wonderful musicals to watch if you're ever in the mood or have the opportunity to see them. All right. We're now moving on to our second to last question, worth one bonus SB if you get it right. It's question number 9. Ninjago was created as a line in which toy brand? Is it Lego, G.I. Joe, or Transformers? Ninjago. You either know about these firsthand, or maybe you have a kid, or you bought a gift for a kid. 6 teenage ninjas, each with Lego is the answer. 2,800 question. But first, very first, other game mode. It's quick, it's hostless, and you can play it on your schedule up to twice per day. It's your daily goal. But that more ways to earn button is like the secret sauce of this. Number 2, that's where you find discover off of your to-do list in minutes, and you have fun while doing it. The SB add up, and I want you to build winning habits, and doing your daily tap joy is a great way to do that. So please check out daily conclusion of this game. Speaking of this, and 34 away with a piece of it. Let's is made up of what objects? Is it hands, fingers, or what are they? It's just for recycling. The logo represents, it's not just for recycling, actually. The logo represents the ways we can eliminate an arrow, of course. Arrows, that's right. 2,944 people to all of you. Let's meet a few of our grand prize winners, though. Each of you are going to be taking over 34 SB and grand prize. Congratulations to you. H. Christie 83, Cornetta Ryan 99, Alexandra R. Lee 91, collided and right to the lead. Just a few of our grand prize winners. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Congratulations to those of you who got your bonus SB and claim them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon. Exciting stuff.